sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 3 of the third week here on SummitCitySports.com. This is going to be a good matchup as we have the Homestead Spartans against the Carroll Chargers. Both teams are coming off big wins last week as Homestead defeated Bishop Dwenger by a score of 4-3, and the Carroll Chargers defeated the Fort Wayne Bruins by a score of 5-2. Some highlights from Wednesday, September 27th. Nick Hoy of Homestead had 3 goals for the hat trick. Kyler Bays of Leo had the shutout. Jacob Scott of the Fort Wayne Bruins had 2 goals. Alexander Duffus of Carroll had 2 goals. Louis Knipscher of Bishop Dwenger had 1 goal, 1 assist. And Grant Palmer had 2 assists for the Carroll Chargers. Team Indiana players for the 2017-2018 season: Nick James, U16, Cameron Perry, U16, Devin Perry, U16, Zach Leedy, U16, and Ryan Freeby, U18. The goaltending leaders, we have had a shakeup in that as Kyler Bays of the Leo Lions now leads the league with 1 win, 25 saves, and a 1.00 goal save percentage with the shutout. He is followed closely by his goaltending partner, Michael Palmer, who had 1 win, 21 saves, and a 1.00 goals against average. The scoring leaders, top 5 in the league right now. Carter Bonecutter of Leo leads it. He is followed by Louis Knipscher, Alexander Duffus, Nick Hoy, and Devin Perry. With Bonecutter having 5 points. Knipscher, Duffus, Hoy with 4, and Devin Perry with 3. Upcoming games for next week: Homestead is at the Fort Wayne Bruins at 6:40. The Carroll Chargers and the Summit City Panthers will face off at 7:30. And the Bishop Dwenger Saints will take on the Leo Lions at 8:40. You can catch 6:40 action and 8:40 action here on SummitCitySports.com. And don't forget, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, that's 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game highlights and live streaming events. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We have you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkviewsportsnetwork.com. Teams are gearing up for the first period as we look to have a good one between Homestead and Carroll.
Pilates therapy is using the Pilates technique in a therapeutic way. Pilates itself is just using, we would use equipment, Pilates equipment, to work on precise movement patterns in the Pilates method in that rehabilitation process. The benefit of doing Pilates with the therapy, the biggest benefit is to work on smaller muscle groups and precise movement patterns that you're going to get with using the Pilates method. In this method, if you just come in with low back pain, or you have some shoulder pain, or you have some other pains that aren't surgically repaired, the Pilates method is very effective in utilizing those smaller muscle groups that are attached from the core into the shoulders or to the hips to strengthen from the inside out. It very much works posture. In this day and age, posture is a huge thing with people, sitting at desks, keeping the head forward.
Anybody can benefit from Pilates. Definitely athletes, performers, dancers, gymnasts, but you also people chronic pain, back pain, shoulder pain, teenagers, even women going through pregnancy or postpartum can also benefit from Pilates.
Pilates is for everyone, and including men, especially men. Men get tight as they age, decreasing flexibility in the hamstrings, in their spine. Now you have many professional athletes doing Pilates, LeBron James, Jake Arrieta, Antonio Brown, and they're finding the benefits of getting the elongation of the muscles and the strengthening and the balance and the control that helps them during their sport. And we are the only clinic in Fort Wayne that services both physical therapy and Pilates at the same time, that you can get a Pilates-based rehabilitation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are gearing up for first period action here between the Homestead Spartans and the Carroll Chargers. Taking a look at point leaders for both teams. For Carroll, leading the way right now is Isaiah Gutierrez, Alexander Duffus with 4 points, Devin Perry with 3 points, Jack Huffman, Spencer Hallsworth, Grant Palmer, and Trevor Thornton with 2 points. Isaiah Gutierrez, Scott Cross, Cameron Perry, Carson Salkhead, Colby Mosier, all with 1 point. Starting in goal for the Homestead Spartans will be number 24, Ryan Lay, and Isaac Hyde for the Carroll Chargers. Palmer will get it into the zone and wrapped around the boards. And into the corner. Huntington with it now. He will take it behind his net. Loses it to Devin Perry. And Huntington regains control, trying to get it out of the zone. That's kept alive by Huffman. Ben Wells with it now as he gets it inside the Carroll zone. Shot by Ben. Hits the post with the shot. And Reed Johnson gets it further into the zone. Salkhead sends it into the Carroll zone to be picked up by Devin Perry, who is pressured by Rob Johnson, who tries to get it out but unable to do so. Gutierrez keeps it alive at the point. As unable to get it out, Gutierrez keeps it alive. He hits his own teammate Wallum in the knee, and Wells gets it down the ice, and that will be an icing. So face off all the way back down inside the Homestead zone, and it will be to the right of Lay. McNeil to the face-off. He will be against Thornton. Face-off is won by McNeil. Roach sends it behind the net to be picked up by Bauer. Couture with it now. Gets it to McNeil. He gets it inside the zone. Shot. And that's a save by Hyde. Rebound in the slot. Picked up by Thornton, and he will take it behind the net. Thornton gets around Couture, and Thornton coming in hard. And that will be whistled down for an offsides. Face off won by Hoy, and Roach is with it now inside his zone. Over to Bauer. Bauer chips it off the boards to be picked up by Hallsworth. Hoy gets it further into the zone, takes it behind the net. And Hoy, with it now, sends it back around the boards to be picked up by Wells. Salkett is there and knocks it away. Kept alive by Roach at the point. Salkett gets it out of the zone. Hallsworth gets it over and is sent further into the zone by Mosier. Roach behind the net now, gets it to the point, but kept alive by Salkett, and Bauer's with it now. Bauer chips it off the glass to be picked up by Salkett. And Dougherty sends it further into the zone. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson will get it into the zone. Pass by Duffus is called for an icing. .12:03 left in the first period. Face-off is going to be inside the Carroll zone. It is won by Palmer. Palmer chips it off the boards. Trying to keep it alive is Dougherty, unable to do so. Out of the zone now. Huffman with it now. Huffman gets it over to Palmer. Pass cannot be completed. Dougherty tries to get it out of the zone. And here comes Nicole. Nicole, big hit by Ulrey. And Huffman has it at the corner. He will send it around to Cross. Cross sends it back around to Devin Perry. Perry tries to get out of his zone, kept alive by Dougherty. And Huffman comes away with it, but loses it to Johnson. Huffman with it now, gets it behind the net. Centering feed up to the point. Knocked out by Reibold. Palmer with it now, bumped off the play. And Johnson will send it further down in the zone to be played by Duffus. Duffus gets around his man, gets around Hoy. And Duffus is in the corner. Duffus leaves it for Salkett. Salkett back to Duffus, but cannot be completed. Ben Wells racing Thornton for the puck. And Ben will get there first, but loses his balance. And the centering feed is intercepted by Thornton. He comes back 2-on-3. Thornton gets around the defenseman, but loses the puck to Bosch. And Des within the slot. He shoots it and it rings it off the crossbar. Salkett with it now at center ice. As he has it, and he will chip it into the zone. That is going to be down for an icing. A little bit of physical play is being shown by both teams, but all of it's being within the rule book. No penalties yet, as it is 10:18 left in the first period. Faceoff is going to be won by Thornton. Centering feed to Gutierrez. Oh, lucky they didn't mess it up. Huntington with it now, gets it into the zone. Gutierrez with it, he will get it over to Ross. Des with it now. He loses it to McNeil. McNeil gets it up to Hartle. Hartle will get it into the zone. Dumped off the play by Cross. Hartle still with it in behind the net. A centering feed is knocked away by Hyde. Wallum loses his balance and he tries to keep it alive but cannot do so. Couture with it now. Couture soccer kicks it into the zone, and that's going to be whistled down as McNeil touched it, and that will be offsides. Play just outside of the Carroll zone as the referees are going to move it all the way down, and play is going to resume inside of the Homestead zone. Homestead was called for an intentional offsides. Hallsworth with the faceoff win. Salkett at the point. Doherty whips it around the boards. Kept alive by Salkett. And here comes Hoy. Gets around Salkett. 2-on-3. Hoy with Bosch. And centering feed to Hoy is knocked away by Salkett. Cameron Perry with it now. Hit into the boards, and we will have a penalty on the Homestead Spartans. Ben Wells goes to the box. So he will get 2 minutes, possibly for boarding. Looks like it will be a 2-minute board, and that will result in a 10-minute misconduct for Ben Wells. Play whistle down as the refs are trying to make sure that the penalties were served right. Face off just outside of the Carroll zone. Face off won by Couture. Doherty chips it off the glass and then into the Carroll zone to be picked up by Salkett. Salkett back to Duffus. And he will get it to Palmer. Palmer gets around Couture. Trying to get around Doherty, unable to do so. Nicole there. He's pressured by Perry. Huffman comes away with it down in the corner. He is looking for a centering feed. He will get it to Duffus at the point. Shot by Duffus, tipped, he scores! Devin Perry with the tip in front of the net, and it is a power play goal for the Carroll Chargers. And it is 1-0. So a great shot from the point is redirected by Devin Perry, and it is 1-0. Face-off is won by Homestead, and Roach trying to get it out now. Picked up by McNeil. McNeil gets it out of the zone. He's racing Ulrich for possession. As play is down behind the Carroll net, Couture comes away with it. Couture centering feed to Hartle's broken up by Gutierrez, and he will take it behind the net. Icing is going to be nullified. Bauer picks it up behind the net. Hartle with it now. Trying to get it out. Kept alive by Des at the point. And Devin Perry with it now. Devin Perry with a shot blocked by Bauer. And Hartle gets it to Couture. And McNeil comes away with it. Hartle with it inside the Carroll zone. Hartle with a shot. Saved by Hyde. Rebound. And it's loose. Shot. He scores! A big rebound by Hyde. Homestead capitalizes on it, and it's a 1-1 game. Looks like it will be Carter Roach who converts on the rebound. And he will make it a 1-1 game. Faceoff is won by Thornton. And down in the corner is Johnson. He will get it up the boards. Knocked down by Cross and sent back into the zone. Roach with it now. Now along the near boards now, Thornton bowing for control, and the puck squirts out of the zone. Thornton pressured by Hoy. Hoy giving good chase on Thornton, but Thornton gets away with it. And Wallum sends it further into the zone. Wallum in the corner, centering feed to Thornton with a shot. Wide of the net. Lay may have gotten a piece of it. Wallum at the point, gets it further into the zone. And Des with it now. Des tries to shoot on net, but sends it above the net. And battling for it along the side. And Homestead will get it out of the zone, but Ulrey sends it back in. Johnson trying to chip it out, but kept alive by Thornton. Bosch with it. He will get it to Huntington. Huntington to Hoy. And Hoy and Huntington coming down 2-on-2. Hoy trying to get it around Ulrey, but knocked away. We will have a whistle. With 5:49 left in the first period, it is a 1-1 game. Face-off won by Hallsworth. Duffus will send it off the boards, trying to get it into the Homestead zone. Cameron Perry gets it in. Perry with it, gets around Bauer. Cameron Perry with the shot, saved by Lay, and he will hang on. Face-off inside the Homestead zone is going to be won by Nicole as he hits it out of the zone. Salkhead with it now. Gets it over to Duffus. Duffus will send it down. And icing will be waved off. Bauer behind the net. Pressured by Cameron Perry. As it's kept alive by Salkhead at the point. His shot is blocked. And Homestead gets it out. Cameron Perry with it now. In the corner. Gets it, trying to get it to the point to Duffus. Duffus will try to hammer it back around. Hallsworth with it now. Hallsworth with the shot. Tipped wide by Cameron Perry as he battles with it in the near boards. Puck behind the net now. Picked up by Mosier. Bauer pressuring him for control. Mosier gets it to Arnold. Nicole gets it out. Salkhead with it inside his zone. Salkhead up to Hallsworth. Pass is too strong and it slips under the stick of Hallsworth. Doherty with control. He gets it up to Couture. Couture gets around Huffman. Big hit by Hallsworth, and that is going to be called. Hallsworth with the hit into the stanchions, and that is going to be interference, as Homestead will now go to the power play with 4:13 left in this first period. So, face-off inside the Carroll zone as McNeil will face off against Palmer. Face-off is won by Palmer, but Couture gains control in the corner. Couture with it now, bumped off by Ulrey. Ulrey trying to get it out of the zone. Couture counters. Couture with the centering feed into this pad of Hyde. And play is going to be whistled down as the net, I believe, has come off. And 1:43 is left on this power play for Homestead. Faceoff will be just outside of the Carroll zone with 3:56 left in this period. Faceoff is won and shot out of into center ice by Palmer. Gutierrez chips it off the glass and into the Homestead zone. Palmer trying to gain control from Doherty, and he will send it to the corner. McNeil gets around his man, and Hartle trying to get it out, but kept alive by Palmer. Palmer gets it to Gutierrez at the point, blocked by Doherty. Devin Perry trying to get a good shot off, but McNeil comes away with it. But loses control, and Ulrey sends it into the zone. Bauer with it now, gets it over to Couture, but cannot complete the pass. Big hit there, Ulrey on Couture. Doherty gets it up to McNeil. Bauer with it now, game starting to get physical now, as Gutierrez sends it back into the zone. Doherty gets it over to Bosch. Bosch loses it to Huffman, but regains control. And we will have another penalty on the Carroll Chargers. As Huffman's going to go to the box for tripping. So a big 5-on-3 for the Homestead Spartans, as there is 28 seconds left to the first penalty, and that is to Hallsworth for the interference. Now Huffman to the box for tripping. With 2:41 left in this period, Homestead with a big chance to gain the lead here. McNeil with it now along the boards. Duff is trying to get it out, cannot do so, and puck comes out of play. McNeil, Nicole with it now, trying to get around Wallum. Stick tied up by Wallum, and he will get it out of the zone. 5 seconds left on the first penalty, as it is now going to be 5-on-4 penalty kill for the Chargers. McNeil with it now. McNeil into the zone, trying to get around Salkid, cannot do so. He will get it out and into the Homestead zone. Hoy with it now in the corner, looking for an open man to get to. He will carry it. Hoy starting to gain some speed, trying to get around Hallsworth. He will send it into the zone as Hoy is racing Duffus for control of the puck. Big battle for the puck. Nicole comes away with it. He is on his knees trying to get it over to a teammate, but Carroll gains control and they will send it down. Lay stops it and gives it to Huntington. Huntington over to Hoy. Hoy trying to get to McNeil, is able to do so. McNeil with a shot from the slot, saved by Hyde. And Gutierrez trying to get it out, kept alive by Bauer. Bauer with a shot tipped by McNeil, sent wide of the net. Gutierrez gets it out of the zone. Lay plays it to the corner, and Huntington's there, pressured by Cameron Perry. And it's still in the corner. Perry trying to come around, wraparound chance, knocked away by Lay. Perry over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez with the shot, hits the post with the shot. And Cameron Perry with it now, gets it up to Gutierrez with the shot, sticked away by Lay, and that will be into the netting. And Carroll has successfully killed. Carroll gets it into the zone, and they managed to kill a 5-on-3 power play. Face-off, won by Palmer. A shot from Salkid goes into the stomach of Lay, who will hang on. Hoy to the face-off against Palmer. 35 seconds left in the period. Face-off will be won by Thornton. Palmer with it now. Thornton with the slot shot. Good blocker save by Lay. Rebound in the corner. Palmer gets it to Salkid. Salkid with a shot tipped away by Roach. Thornton and Couture battling for control. Huffman gains control, bumped off by Hoy. Thornton with a shot. Good save by the way. Rebound shot off the post by Thornton. And Thornton's with it now in the slot, trying to get around Hoy. Unable to do so. Roach with it now. 3-on-2 for Homestead. Roach loses control of the puck. Hartle with it now. Hartle with a shot off the pad. Rebound. The period ends, and it's still 1-1. We'll be right back with more Fort Wayne High School Hockey Association right here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
We are back here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House getting ready for second period action between Homestead and Carroll. It is a 1-1 game. Devin Perry started the scoring tonight from a tip-in from Duffus on the power play. And that gave Carroll a 1-0 lead, but Homestead came right back, and Roach managed to score on a rebound left by Hyde, and it became a 1-1 game. Faceoff is won by Hallsworth, and Sulkhead's with it now. Sulkhead gets it over to Duffus, who gets it out of the zone, and that will be whistled down for an icing. So play all the way back down into the Carroll zone. We have our first whistle of the period, 12 seconds in. Hoy to the faceoff against Hallsworth. And it is going to be won by Hoy. Arnold with it in the slot. Shot blocked away by Hallsworth. Hoy keeps it alive. Sulkhead with it now inside his zone. Hoy pressuring Sulkhead. Sulkhead gets around him, but Hoy with it now in the slot. Shot. He scores! Nick Hoy gets it through the arm of Hyde. And it is a 2-1 game for the Homestead Spartans. So a miscue by the Carroll defense leads to a chance in the slot, and Hoy makes no mistake there, getting it through the arm of Hyde and gives Homestead the 2-1 lead. Puck now at center ice and is sent into the zone. Picked up by Cross. Cross to near boards. Couture intercepts. Big rebound. He scores! And that goal is credited to Couture. A bad rebound. Bounces off of number 64 Huffman. And it rolls into the net. And that goal will be credited to Couture. It is now 3-1 Homestead. Faceoff is won by Palmer, but the Spartans gain control. McNeil loses it. Huffman with it now. Couture with it now. In the slot shot, big rebound by Hyde, and Gutierrez is there. In the corner now, Gutierrez presses by Hartle. And Gutierrez trying to get to Perry, but unable to do so. And the puck is sent down for yet another icing. So Homestead leads 3-1 here in the second period with 13:41 left in the period. Face-off comes all the way back down to the Carroll zone. It is going to be to the left of Hyde. Face-off is won by Thornton, and Duffus sends it out. But play, I seen this waved off. Bit of a questionable one on that one, as Hoy gets it behind the net. Thornton now in the corner, centering feed to Wallum, but knocked away by Bauer. Bosch trying to get it into the zone, unable to do so. Doherty with it now inside the Homestead zone. And Des will get it to Salkid. Salkid over to Duffus. Duffus sends it behind the net to Salkid. Salkid up the wing to Des. Pass cannot be completed. And is going to roll wide of the net, and that will be an icing. So 2 quick goals by Homestead has given them the 3-1 lead, and Carroll needs to find a way to regroup and regain their mentality. They have been unable to apply any real pressure here in the second period. Along the near boards now, puck is sent to the net. Gutierrez with it now behind the net. Pressured by Nicole, and is kept alive by Bauer at the point. Gutierrez with it along the near boards. He will send it around the net. Picked up by Ulrich. Arnold with it at the boards. Trying to center it. Gets it to Reibold. Reibold trying to center to Nicole. That will be intercepted by Hyde, and he will glove it down. Faceoff will be inside of the Carroll zone, and that will be to the left of Hyde. Halsworth to the draw against Hoy. Won by Hoy. Ben Wells trying to shoot it, and here comes Cameron Perry trying to get away with it. Play will be whistled down for an offsides, as Carroll almost had a 3-on-1 chance, but Perry is unable to chip it into the zone as he brings it offsides. Faceoff is won by Palmer. He will send it back into the Carroll zone to be picked up by Salkid. Salkid's pass gets intercepted by Roach. Roach gets it to Bosch. Bosch will send it into the Carroll zone to be picked up by Duffus. Excuse me. Shot from Roach is in the glove of Hyde, and he will hang on. Face-off to the right of Hyde is won by Palmer, but Homestead regains control. And Perry's trying to get away from Johnson, but unable to do so. Huffman with it now in the corner, pressured by Hoy. As Palmer gains control, he takes it behind the net, trying to center it, blocked by Johnson. And a big hit on Johnson by Perry, and Hoy's with it now. Hoy has control of the puck. And looks like we will have some penalties as Hoy was getting pressured hard by Carroll. Looks like we will have penalties for both teams possibly. So it looks like Huffman is the only one getting the penalty, as he's going to possibly be getting a rough. And looks like he's going to be getting a 10-minute misconduct on that play. Face off inside the Carroll zone, won by Thornton. Gutierrez sends it down the ice. Wallum with the lead over Bauer, and Wallum takes it behind the net, stops, and trying to get it to Thornton. Thornton with it inside the Homestead zone. Thornton centering feed, saved by Lay. He will hang on. So 10:58 left in the second period. It is 3-1 Homestead. And with 1:40 left on the penalty kill to Carroll, Homestead's trying to extend their lead. And icing got waved off, but also whistled down. Looks like the faceoff is going to be inside of the Homestead zone, as the refs will say it is an icing with 10:53 left in this period. Faceoff won by Thornton. Shot from Ulrich is saved by Lay, and he will hang on. Hoy to the face-off against Thornton. And it will be won by Thornton, and he will send it down behind the net. Hoy comes away with it now. Hoy gets it over to Bosch, but cannot complete the pass, and that will be an icing. So play all the way back down inside the Homestead zone. They need to do their best to get some pressure here, this power play. They're hoping to extend the lead with this given chance. Face-off won by Hoy, kept alive by Cameron Perry. Huntington with it inside the corner. Huntington trying to center it to Hoy. Hoy does not see it, but Huntington gains control. Huntington shifts it behind to Bauer. Bauer gets it to Hoy. Hoy gets around Perry. Hoy gets around Duffus, and Hoy cannot beat his teammates, and that will be an offsides. So some good plays by Hoy, as he almost caught Carroll flat-footed, but could not beat his teammates onside, and it's whistled down. Bauer keeps it at center ice as he will come into the Carroll zone. But Salked sends it out, trying to get loose. Was Mosier, but he could not do so. Hoy with it now, trying to wrap around, unable to do so. Ben Wells at the boards, gets it to Huntington. Huntington with a shot, saved by Hyde. And he will hang on. 18 seconds left in the penalty kill to the Carroll Chargers, as play will be inside the Carroll zone. Nicole to the faceoff against Palmer. Faceoff won by Nicole. And he has it at the side of the net. Centering feed, sent wide of the net by Fix. Salked has it now. And play is finally whistled down as the net is knocked off. So face-off will be inside of the Carroll zone as Hyde knocked the net off. So Palmer to the face-off against Nicole, and Nicole will win it. Centering feed from Arnold does not go. Fix trying to center it but cannot do so. Play is sent out by Gutierrez. Roach with it now, pressured by Hallsworth. And Nicole gets it out of play. Doherty with it now, trying to send it to Arnold, cannot do so. That is going to be waved off. Icy nullified. Hallsworth with it now, intercepted by Roach. Arnold picks it up. Arnold pressured by Palmer. And Cameron Perry trying to get it to go, but cannot do so. Devin Perry with it now. Hallsworth at the point. Devin Perry in the corner, pressured by Roach, and Perry gains control. Nicole with it now, gets it up to Fix. Cody Fix with it now, he will send it into the zone. Nicole behind the net, pressured by Gutierrez. Palmer comes away with it now. Palmer trying to get around the Homestead players, but kept alive by Nicole. Couture with a shot, saved by Hyde, and a chance knocked away by Perry. Couture behind the net. Couture looking for an open lane. Takes it back around, centering feed to Johnson, but nobody there. And Thornton has control, and it's a 2-on-1 for Carroll. Thornton with a shot, blocker save by Lay, rebound off the crossbar. Palmer with the rebound chance, and it went off of the post. Lay may have gotten a stick on it, and a shot by Palmer is wide of the net. Gutierrez with it now along the near boards. Couture pressures them, and Gutierrez has it behind the net. Gutierrez gets it out of the zone, and Bauer will shoot it right back in. Gutierrez centers it, trying to hit Wallum, who's way behind the Homestead defense. And Wallum has it inside the Homestead zone. Wallum with a centering shot off the crossbar. It is loose in front of Way, and Johnson finds it. He will take it to center ice. Couture will send it into the zone, and he will keep it alive and tries to get it to McNeil. McNeil bumped off with the play. Shot by Johnson is wide of the net. Sulkhead with it now. Gets it up the near boards, kept alive by Johnson. Sulkhead trying to get it out, and he's able to do so, but that will be sent down for an icing. .6:12 left in the second period. Strong pressure by both teams. Carroll coming away with 2 posts. That during that exchange of time, and just could not bury it to cut into this lead. Face off won by Hallsworth along the near boards now. Kept alive by Doherty. Ben Wells now in the corner. Mosher trying to get it out, kept alive by Huntington. Ben Wells with the backhand, saved by Hyde. Mosher has it now, loses it to Hoy. Sulkhead regains control. Centering feed, kept alive by Bosch. He will send it on net. It is sticked away by Hyde, and Doherty cannot keep it at the point. Duffus sends it into the zone. Behind the net now, trying to center, cannot do so. Hallsworth in the corner. Hoy with it now. Trying to get to center ice, able to do so. Gets around Hoy. Hoy coming in. Hoy with the shot. Big blocker save by Hyde. Along the near boards now. Hoy battling for control against Perry. And Ben Wells gains control. play. Kept alive by Dougherty. Bosch with it now. But Ulry's there. He tries to get it out of play. Kept alive by Hoy. Battling along the boards, Halsworth and Hoy. Hoy has it. He has position. But it's kept alive by Dougherty. And Halsworth finally gets it out. Hoy boxes Halsworth out. And Huntington has it now at the point, but stolen by Perry. Perry with the centering feed. Cannot go. Hoy clears the slot out with a big hit. Centering feed from Halsworth trying to hit. Perry cannot do so. Ulry trying to keep it in. Cannot do so. Ben Wells with it now. It is 2-on-1. Shot from Wells. Takes a turn into the stick of Hyde, and we will have a penalty to Homestead. So Ben Wells to the box. It could quite possibly be a board. Looks like it's just going to be 2 minutes up on the clock. Unsure if there's going to be another player in the box. Doesn't look like it. So just 2 minutes. That could quite possibly be cross-checking. Faceoff is won by Thornton. Palmer with it at the point. Whiffs on the shot, but he will send it into the corner. Duffus gets it to Thornton. Thornton looking for an open man. Carries it, trying to go drive-by. Sent wide of the net. Salkhead sends it around the boards. Dougherty's there. He will try to get it out. Kept alive by Salkhead. Thornton now with it along the boards. With a one-time shot from Salkhead. Wide of the net. And Couture gets it out. Nicole with it now. He is pressured by 3 Chargers at one time. And Thornton comes away with it. Thornton gets around Dougherty, trying to shoot it on net, but cleared away by Bauer. Salkhead gets it over to Duffus. Duffus with the shot, blocked by Couture. And Duffus has it inside the zone, but Couture regains it. Gets around Salkhead with the shot. Pad saved by Hyde. Thornton gets it to Devin Perry, but loses control. Palmer keeps it alive at the point. Palmer with the shot off the mask of Lay, and it is loose in the slot. And we have a whistle. As the net came off, we have 42 seconds left in the power play for Carroll. 2:46 left in this period. To the face-off, Wallum against Hartle. Looks like Mosier setting up for a shot off the face-off, but the face-off is won by Hartle, and he will try to get it out. Kept alive by Gutierrez. Gutierrez with the shot sent way above the net. Kept alive by Ulry. Bauer trying to get it out. Kept alive by Ulry once again, and Bauer will slap it to center ice, and he finally gets it out. Hartle gets it further into the zone. 18 seconds on the penalty kill. Gutierrez with it behind the net. Gets it over to Perry. Perry bumped off by Arnold. Ulry with it behind the net. Along the near boards now, down in the corner. Gutierrez with it behind the net. Gets it around, Wallum with it now. It is 2-on-1 for Carroll. Wallum with the shot, saved by Lay. And McNeil has it now. Wallum trying to center it to Perry, cannot do so. Wallum up to Ulry. Ulry with the shot, bit of a knuckle puck, knocked away by Dougherty. McNeil with it now, setting up, gets around Gutierrez. He hit the post with the shot. A center feed, it's loose in the slot. Hartle with the shot, saved and blocked by Ulrey along the near boards now. Doherty trying to keep it alive. Ulrey chips it off the boards and out. Wallum trying to get around Huntington, but blocked by Huntington. Doherty with it now, gets it to McNeil. McNeil at center ice. Hoy has it. Hoy with the drive, blocked by Gutierrez. Ulrey trying to get it out of the zone. He does so. Thornson's behind the defense. Here goes Thornton. He is loose. Thornton with the shot. He scores! Thornton on a breakaway, and it is 3-2 in favor of Homestead. So 35 seconds left in this period, and Thornton on the breakaway manages to get it up overlay and cuts the lead to 1. Hoy with it now, but that is going to be whistled down for an offsides. Face-off just outside the Carroll zone is won by Hoy. Knocked away by Duffus. Plays signaled for delayed offsides. Thornton with it now, gets it over to Des. Des gets around his defenseman. Des with the center feed to Palmer. Cannot complete the pass. Palmer pressured by Hoy, and Duffus cannot keep it in. 5 seconds left in the period. 3, and it will do it for the second period as Homestead leads Carroll by a score of 3-2. You are watching Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association right here on SummitCitySports.com. And don't forget, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, that's 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game highlights and live streaming events. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more, we have you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at ParkviewSportsNetwork.com. We will be right back with second intermission highlights here on SummitCitySports.com.
Pilates therapy is using the Pilates technique in a therapeutic way. Pilates itself is just using, we would use equipment, Pilates equipment, to work on precise movement patterns in the Pilates method in that rehabilitation process. The benefit of doing Pilates with the therapy, the biggest benefit is to work on smaller muscle groups and precise movement patterns that you're going to get with using the Pilates method. In this method, if you just come in with low back pain, or you have some shoulder pain, or you have some other pains that aren't surgically repaired, the Pilates method is very effective in utilizing those smaller muscle groups that are attached from the core into the shoulders or to the hips to strengthen from the inside out. It very much works posture. In this day and age, posture is a huge thing with people, sitting at desks, keeping the head forward.
Anybody can benefit from Pilates. Definitely athletes, performers, dancers, gymnasts, but also people, chronic pain, back pain, shoulder pain, teenagers, even women going through pregnancy or postpartum can also benefit from Pilates.
Pilates is for everyone, and including men, especially men. Men get tight as they age, decrease in flexibility in the hamstrings, in their spine. Now you have many professional athletes doing Pilates, LeBron James, Jake Arrieta, Antonio Brown, and they're finding the benefits of getting the elongation of the muscles and the strengthening and the balance and the control that helps them during their sport. And we are the only clinic in Fort Wayne that services, both physical therapy and Pilates at the same time, that you can get a Pilates-based rehabilitation.
We are back here at the Parkview Sports One Ice House. It is the second intermission between the Homestead Spartans and the Carroll Chargers. Let's take a look back at how we have gotten here so far. Here we have a power play for the Carroll Chargers. Big pressure behind the net by Carroll as they will get it to the point. Huffman gets it to Duffus. Duffus will shoot it, and it is redirected by Devin Perry for a tip-in on the power play, and it was 1-0 for the Carroll Chargers, but the Homestead Spartans came right back and tied it up 1-1 as Roach scored off a rebound presented by Hyde. And then now we have Homestead, a bit of a miscommunication by the Carroll defense as Hoy will regain control in the slot, and he will just put it through the arm of Hyde, and it makes it 2-1 in favor of the Homestead Spartans. Then later in the period, we have Couture with a big bump on Palmer, and the puck will squirt down to the Carroll zone as Couture comes away with it with a shot from Hyde. A rebound bounces off Hyde. A bit of an unfortunate bounce as Huffman gets a bounce from Hyde. The rebound goes off of Hyde, hits Huffman in the leg, and the puck will roll back to the net and just goes right by Hyde, who's unable to react in time to make the save, and it was 3-1 Carroll at that rate. Here we had a beautiful play by Homestead with a big shot blocked by Gutierrez from Hoy as Thornton was behind the Homestead defense, and Thornton was out on a breakaway. He gets around the returning defenseman and just sends it over the glove of Lay to cut the lead to 3-2. And that does it for the first and second period highlights. We will be back with more action here on SummitCitySports.com.
While the expansion of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse is enhancing the experience for athletes around the area, Parkview Sports Medicine is doing the same inside of the expansion. Introducing the brand new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, providing immediate access to the entire PSM team for athletes all around the region.
We have this team that we can take care of them from the moment they come in, present with their injury, take them all the way through to the point where they're ready to be back to the performance level that they came in pre-injury. We can provide just about anything that any of your walk-in clinics provide, but we definitely focus on musculoskeletal issues.
The Ortho Express Clinic meets athletes where they're at and when they're playing. The entire PSM team will be at an athlete's fingertips. Additionally, the clinic houses the region's only DEXA body composition assessment and a sports dietitian who can work with athletes on their dietary needs.
Some athletes, it might be a difference in their starting position. You know, they might see a number and say, wow, you know, I had no idea that was my body composition. How can I change this? And sometimes just seeing numbers is more motivating than just talking about, you know, maybe their calorie amount that they're taking in.
The advantage to having an Ortho Express clinic is the diversity of the hours. So people who have non-traditional work schedules should be able to get in. I think having athlete access on the athletic trainer side in the trenches, so to speak, and having them be able to get a hold of us or maybe send us a note and saying, hey, this patient's coming in, this is what I'm worried about, and gives us a heads up.
Whether it's the use of treatment tables, the radiology room, cold whirlpool tank, or the traditional exam room, the Ortho Express Clinic gives patients a seamless experience all under one roof.
This is the type of facility you see in professional and high-level Division I athletics where you have everything right in one place. So if an athlete gets hurt playing basketball or volleyball on the other side, within the same facility they can get their physical therapy or an x-ray if needed just to rule out a fracture. That's stuff you hear about in the NFL, stuff you hear about at high-level colleges where kids just went downstairs and got an x-ray at halftime. We can actually do that in-house now. So it makes us kind of a state-of-the-art, unique facility.
Pilates therapy is using the Pilates technique in a therapeutic way. Pilates itself is just using, we would use equipment, Pilates equipment, to work on precise movement patterns in the Pilates method in that rehabilitation process. The benefit of doing Pilates with the therapy, the biggest benefit is to work on smaller muscle groups and precise movement patterns that you're going to get with using the Pilates method. In this method, if you just come in with low back pain, or you have some shoulder pain, or you have some other pains that aren't surgically repaired, the Pilates method is very effective in utilizing those smaller muscle groups that are attached from the core into the shoulders or to the hips to strengthen from the inside out. It very much works posture. In this day and age, posture is a huge thing with people, sitting at desks, keeping the head forward.
Anybody can benefit from Pilates. Definitely athletes, performers, dancers, gymnasts, but also people, chronic pain, back pain, shoulder pain, teenagers, even women going through pregnancy or postpartum can also benefit from Pilates.
Pilates is for everyone, and including men, especially men. Men get tight as they age, decreasing flexibility in the hamstrings, in their spine. Now you have many professional athletes doing Pilates, LeBron James, Jake Arrieta, Antonio Brown, and they're finding the benefits of getting the elongation of the muscles and the strengthening and the balance and the control that helps them during their sport. And we are the only clinic in Fort Wayne that services both physical therapy and Pilates at the same time, that you can get a Pilates-based rehabilitation.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
We are back here at the Parkview Sport 1 Ice House as we are getting ready for third period action between the Homestead Spartans and the Carroll Chargers. Homestead currently leads Carroll by a score of 3-2. Taking a look at next week's games, Homestead will face off against the Fort Wayne Bruins at 6:40 p.m. The Carroll Chargers play the Summit City Panthers at 7:30, and the Bishop Dwenger Saints play the Leo Lions at 8:40 p.m. Taking a look at the standings in the Fort Wayne High School Hockey Association, it is the Leo Lions with the first place title right now with 2 wins and 4 points. The Bishop Dwenger Saints, the Fort Wayne Bruins, the Carroll Chargers, and the Homestead Spartans are in a 4-way tie for second place. All teams with 2 points. And rounding up last place is the Summit City Panthers with 0 wins and 2 losses. Some upcoming events for the High School Hockey Association. November 3rd through the 5th is the Summit City Classic, as all 6 Fort Wayne area high school hockey teams will face off against teams from around the state in a tournament matchup. And of course, Wednesday, November 8th is Veterans Night, as the players will honor their relatives for their military service that they are either currently or have passed done. And of course, Youth Hockey Night is Wednesday, November 22nd, as the Fort Wayne Area High School, the Fort Wayne Amateur Athletic Association looks to show off all branches of the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association, including House League, Travel, and High School, as the House Leagues will be featured in an intermission play during one of the games, or possibly even during all 3 games. And of course, as I have mentioned before, the goaltending leaders right now is Kyler Bays is the #1 goalie in Fort Wayne right now with Leo with 1 win and a save percentage of a 1.0. Followed by his partner Michael Baumert with 1 win, 21 saves, a 1.00 goals against average, and a .955 save percentage. Third place is Nicholas Allen with a 2.0 goals against average and a .929 save percentage, followed by Ricky Foster in 4th with a 2.77 goals against average and a .918 save percentage. Rounding up there is Michael Hall and Connor McKinnon. We are getting set for puck drop here, and the faceoff will be won by Thornton. Salkhead with it now, gets it over to Duffus. Duffus tries to center it to Thornton. Des gets it into the zone. Doherty gets it out, and Ben Wells comes away with it. He will send it into the the Carroll zone. Salkett's clearance tap off the shoulder of Hoy, kept alive by Johnson, but Thornton is there, and he gets it out. It looks like we will have a penalty on Homestead. Play whistled down, and it will be a board. That's a 2 and a 10. Yet another 2 and a 10 for Ben Wells, as he's had 2 of those tonight. Ben Wells to the box once again. A key note here for these 2 and 10s, ladies and gentlemen, the 10-minute misconduct cannot be served until the first 2 minutes has expired. Whether the 2 minutes expires by itself or on a power play, that 10 minutes does not start until that first penalty expires. So Ben Wells might not be back until about 2 minutes left in this game. And another key note for high school hockey, if a player receives 5 penalties in one game, that is an automatic game misconduct, and he is thrown out for the rest of the game. And it looks like that's what's happened to Ben Wells. 2 boards, 2 misconducts, and the cross-check interference call. That will result in the 5 penalties necessary for the game misconduct. Face-off won by Hoy. And the shot by Mosier is sent wide of the net. Along the near boards now, kept alive by Cameron Perry, trying to get it through the slot. And Dougherty sends it out. Duffus with it inside of the Carroll zone. Looking and getting set up for this power play chance. Mosier with it now, pressured by Hoy. Mosier gets it over to Perry, but Dougherty's there. And he tries to get in the zone, and Hoy's with it now. Hoy getting around the defense. Pad save by Hyde. And Dougherty will shoot it into the Carroll bench. We are waiting for a face-off. It is going to be outside of the Carroll zone, as it is going to be won by Couture, and he is trying to get it into the zone, able to do so. Stolkhead with it now, getting it set up on the power play. And here he comes at center ice, gets inside the Homestead zone with a shot, blocked away by Dougherty. And Bowers with it at the side of the net. Pressured by Perry, but Couture is there, and he will send it down ice. Nicole racing Palmer for the puck, and Palmer is there, but he is being pressured strongly by Nicole, and Duffus comes away with it. Duffus over to Huffman. Huffman gets around his defenseman with a shot. Stick save by Lay. It is along the near boards. Duffus at the point. He gets it over to Ulrey. Ulrey with the shot tipped down by Devin, and that will be tipped wide as Palmer keeps it alive at the point. Palmer trying to get around, battle for it at the near boards. Bauer trying to get it out, kept alive by Huffman. Battling for control of the puck. Palmer comes in to help. Nicole with it now, and there will be a penalty on Palmer, and that will be a holding call, and it will be Homestead to the power play with 12:21 left in this third period. Face-off won by Thornton, and Wallem will send it into the zone. Johnson with it now, sends it off the boards to McNeil. McNeil gets it inside the zone, but Duffus will clear it to center ice. McNeil with it now. It is 2-on-2. Hoy with it at the slot. Hoy looking for an open man. Leaves it for McNeil. McNeil gets around Duffus, but Salkhead's there, and he will send it down the rink. Wallem at the near boards now, pressured by Homestead's defense, as they are battling hard for control of the puck. Wallem comes away with Duffus with the shot into the glove of Lay, and he will hang on. So face-off inside the Homestead zone to the right of Lay. And it is won by Des. Nicole with it now, gets it to center ice. And Perry brings it right back in. Hartle sends it off the boards and out. And Ulrey will get it inside the Homestead zone. Hartle with it now. Hartle gets to Johnson with the shot from the point, wide of the net. And Huntington has control. Shot blocked by Perry. And Nick Hoy has it now. Hoy pressured by Ulrey. Hartle has it in the corner. And Ulrey tries to get it out, kept alive by Huntington with a shot. Bit of a knuckle puck, and it's laying in the slot. But a good read by Gutierrez, and he will get it out. Cameron Perry, it is 2-on-1. Good pressure by Johnson. And Nicole comes away with it. Hartle now has it. We'll try to get it further into the zone. Nicole has it at the side of the net. Even strength now for the teams. And Huntington tries to get it further in, but it's blocked by Gutierrez. Palmer trying to get it out. Huntington with a shot from the point, blocked by Des. Palmer gets it to center ice, and he still retains control. Gets it inside Homestead zone. Gets around Arnold. Sent around to be played at the point by Duffus, who sends it back into the zone. Huntington has control at the corner, looking for an open lane, sends it behind the net to Bauer. He is pressured at the corner, and Couture comes in to assist. Puck is sent free. Mosers gets it to the point. Duffus over to Salkhead. Salkhead with a shot, blocked by Couture, and he will get it to center ice and sent into the zone, just wide of the net. Puck is sent back down into the Homestead zone. Play in the corner by Hallsworth, pressured by Hoy. And Nicole comes away with it. He has speed on Salkhead. Gets around Salkhead. Nicole with the drive-by and a save. Arnold with the shot, whiffs, a second shot, and that will be saved by Hyde, and play is whistled down. .8:41 left in this third period. It is a 3-2 game. Face-off inside of the Carroll zone, and it is going to be won by Thornton. And he gets it out. Doherty chips it back to Bosch, who will send it on net and wide. Bosch behind the net now, centering feed to Hoy with the backhand, saved by Hyde, and Hoy has it along the boards. Huffman gets it out of the zone. Thornton racing for control. Thornton gets there with a shot wide of the net. And Gutierrez is unable to keep it alive. Ulrey gets it over to Gutierrez, who gives it to Devin Perry. Hoy trying to chip it past, unable to do so. Battling for control of the puck along the boards, Hoy and Perry. Doherty's there trying to get it out. He is able to do so while on his stomach. Lay will chip it to the zone. Puck along the near boards now, kept alive at the point by Gutierrez with the drive. Stick save by Lay. Nicole with it now, loses it to Thornton. Huffman with it. Bauer gets there. We will have a whistle. It looks like Nicole is going to go to the box. It is going to be a Carroll power play. Face-off won by Couture, kept alive at the point by Duffus. Duffus gets it over to Salkhead. Salkhead with the shot, tipped, he scores! Looks like that is going to be Mosier's goal, as it was tipped into the net on the power play. It is a 3-3 game. Face-off is won by the Chargers. And Duffus will send it down for an icing. .7:02 left in this third period. It is a 3-3 game. McNeil to the faceoff for Homestead. It is won by Thornton. Duffus chips it off the glass and out. And here comes Wallum. Wallum trying to break away. He's getting around Dougherty, and a big blocker save by Lay. And it is in the corner. Huntington chips it around. Wallum now at the boards. Loses it to Hartle. Hartle trying to get it out, kept alive by Thornton. And that will be chipped out of play and over the glass. So faceoff will be just outside of the Homestead zone. It's 6:41 left in this game, in this period. We might even have overtime. Faceoff is won by McNeil, but Thornton's there. Thornton diving play, and he will go into the net and knocks it off. So diving play by Thornton trying to make a shot on net. Ends up barreling into the net. And that results in the faceoff outside of the Homestead zone. Faceoff won by Thornton. Play attempt blocked off by the ref. And Des has it inside the zone. Des gets it to Wallum. Wallum with the shot. He scores! Off the post and in! Wallum gives Carroll the lead, 4-3. So it's 6:23 left in the third period. It is now 4-3 in favor of the Carroll Chargers. Nick Hoy dekes around his offensive forward off the faceoff, and if Hoy is going to be lifted down for delayed offsides. Salkett with it now retreats back into his own zone. Pressured by Hoy, gets it to Devin Perry. Perry over to Palmer, who gets around Nicole, but Nicole strips him of the puck. Huffman with it now. Gets pressured by Hoy. And a clearing attempt by Hoy is knocked down by Palmer. Hoy's down with it behind the boards. Duffus with it now. Sends it around to the corner. Shot by Huffman is blocked by Hoy. Nicole gets it to Bosch. Roach with it now, gets it to Nicole with the centering feed, blocked away by Salkett, and Huffman has control. He will get it out. Huntington with it now. Huffman gains control. Devin Perry gets it in. Behind the net now, Huntington trying to get something started for the Homestead Spartans. Ulrey has control. Attempt to get it out of the zone is blocked by Nicole, and that's going to be whistled down for an offsides. So face off just outside of the Carroll zone. And Homestead's looking to get this game tied back up as Bauer shoots it into the netting, and we will have another whistle. Face-off just outside of the Homestead zone, and the face-off is won by McNeil. McNeil trying to get around Cameron Perry, unable to do so. Hartle gets it inside the zone. Bauer trying to keep it alive. He is able to do so, and Gutierrez has it behind the net. Bumped off the play by Hartle. Gutierrez has it in the corner. Pressured by Couture and Hartle. Gets it around the boards. Huffman tries to clear it out, able to do so. As Mosier has it now, gets it out of the zone is Gutierrez. Doherty with it now. Gets it over to Hartle. Hartle stumbles, and Gutierrez is there, but McNeil strips him of the puck. And here comes McNeil with a shot. Blocker saved by Hyde. Couture with it now. And we will have a delayed penalty on the Chargers. And play is whistled down. An interference call on the Carroll Chargers. Looks like it will be Cameron Perry. As it actually looks like it will be Mosier going to the box for interference. So Homestead with a big opportunity here to tie this game back up with 4:03 left in this third period. Face-off is going to be inside the Carroll zone, and it will be won by Thornton. And Duffus flings it out of play. And play is whistled down as the puck was played with the high stick. Play is going to be all the way back down inside the Homestead zone as it was played with the high stick. And that is, of course, against the rules. Hoy to the face-off dot, and it is won by Thornton. Hoy gains control. He gets it out, trying to get it out of the zone. He will get it over to Bosch. 3-on-1 for the Spartans, and Nicole has it. Hoy trying to get it through, but is under Nicole, and Hoy has control. Trying to deke around Salkid, cannot do so. Nicole has it in the corner. Duffus takes it behind the net. Duffus banks it off the boards and all the way down. And Wallum is there for the Chargers. He will send it around behind the net. Huntington with it behind the net. Looking to get something started. Bauer gets it up to Hoy. Hoy coming down the ice. Hoy fakes the shot, goes around with the shot at the wing. It is an easy blocker save for Hyde. Huntington with a drive, wide of the net. 53 left on the penalty kill for the Carroll Chargers. Salkid will send it all the way down to be picked up by Thornton. Thornton with the wraparound attempt, and that is a glove save by Lay. Hoy with it now over to Bauer, who loses it in his feet, and Nicole has it. And knocked away by Gutierrez. Play kept alive by Bauer at the point with the shot, sticked away by Hyde. Gutierrez tries to get it out of the zone, able to do so, and here comes Palmer. He breaks away. Palmer with the angle shot and a big save by Lay. It is behind the net as this came out of Lay's glove, and Hartle has it now. Play is going to be whistled down as the door was not shut. That could have been a very dangerous play. If someone would have hit that boards at the wrong angle, they could have been seriously injured as the door was left open to the Carroll penalty box. And play is whistled down for the safety of the players. Tied up at the draw, won by McNeil, and Roach will get it into the zone. Couture with the shot, and that will be saved by Hyde with 1:45 left in this third period. Let's keep an eye on the Homestead goalie as they could be possibly going for a pull here pretty soon. Face-off is going to be won by Palmer. Palmer with a strong push to tie up his man. And Johnson with the drive, pad saved by Hyde. And unable to keep it in. And here comes Huffman. Huffman down in the corner, pressured by Roach and McNeil. Gets it to Palmer around the other side. Palmer in the far corner now. Gets around McNeil with a shot. That will be blocked by Johnson. Play still alive. Duffus with the wraparound to the boards. Picked up by Reed Johnson. He tries to get to Hartle, cannot do so. Salka with a shot. That's a save by Lay. 1 minute and 3 seconds left in this third period. Face-off will be inside of the Homestead zone as Hoy goes to the face-off dot against Hallsworth. Face-off is won by the Spartans, and here's Nicole going around, trying to get around Duffus, cannot do so. Kept alive by Hoy. Here is Hoy getting low in the slot, and a good block by Duffus. Doherty with it now at the near boards. And Hallsworth comes away with it, trying to get Mosier off the play. And that is going to be on a delayed offsides. Huntington with it now. Huntington over to Hoy, cannot do so. Goalie pull for Homestead. Duffus with the empty net. He sends it wide. And Bosch trying to chip it out. Doherty gets it off the glass and up to Hoy. Hoy will get to center ice, knocked down by Duffus. 10 seconds left. Looks like it is going to be a 4-3 victory for the Carroll Chargers as Duffus clears it down. And that will do it. The Carroll Chargers have come from behind, claiming the victory over the Homestead Spartans. Thanks to 2 goals in the third period, a tip in by Mosier, and Wallum, who shot it off the post and in. That will do it for us here at SummitCitySports.com. Thank you for joining us here for Week 3 of the Fort Wayne Area High School Hockey Association. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's broadcast was brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Like us on, follow us on Twitter at 260sports. That's 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game highlights and live streaming events. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more, we have you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at ParkviewSportsNetwork.com. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week, starting at 6:40 here on SummitCitySports.com.